Alright, here we are for the second exhibition match of the Dreamscape custom magic set.
Yes.
This time I will be playing green, blue, black, kind of spider spawning-ish. If you remember from Innistrad Limited, there was a spider spawning deck there, and I'll show you what that deck's all about here. And Abbey will be playing... What's your deck, Abbey?
My deck is kind of a new one for me. It is blue-red control.
Yeah, blue, well, not really control, but like blue-red combo control-ish. So
Combo control thing.
it's actually an Aisha theme deck, but it has a lot of premonition things. So it's kind of like the Burning Vengeance from Innistrad, where that gave you kind of value and control capabilities when you're playing flashback, and the card in Abbey's deck kind of does that with premonition, so we'll see how that works out. But anyway,
Yes.
real quick, I want to go over my deck right here, so you guys will know the cards as we play them. If you want to skip this, you can click the timestamp in the description and go right to the matches. But here we have Memory Conduit. Since we're going to be doing a lot of self-milling to get stuff in our graveyard for value, seems pretty good. We also have a lot of expensive things, helps us there too. Aether Predator lets us mill ourselves. This is the rare in our deck, Aisha's Caretaker. We saw that in the intro, just lets us get value from our graveyard and get to our premonition cards faster. Cognizance Crawler is the first spider spawning kind of card, so whenever we cast anything from our graveyard, we get a 1/2 spider with reach. Here's another spider spawner. We can exile this guy from our graveyard to get 2 1/2 spiders. Another spider, just a Dreamweaver, 1/3 for reach Death Touch, pretty good. And a finisher, 5/5 Dreamwalks. We can see a bit more of how the Dreamwalk works with bigger creatures. Gardener of Wisdom, just some self-mill graveyard value. Hope Slicer, just a decent value card. Again, we want to test out the commons, see what they're like. Duralin Visionary helps us mill ourselves and get to our premonition cards. Memory Guide seems very good with our premonition cards and flashback cards, so he'll be unblockable quite often. Shimmerhide Rhino, again, just a common. We just want to test out what the commons are like. Somei Delver, pretty cool when you're self-milling. You can exile it from your graveyard, get back whatever you want. Somei Sage, since we're 3 colors, we need to, have a little bit of mana fixing, so this seems okay. We're not going to have a ton of tapped creatures, but it at least taps itself, counts itself when it taps, so we'll get at least 1 mana there. Another kind of big dinosaur Dreamwalker, finisher for the deck, Abundant Growth to help with mana fixing, Loss of Clarity to self-mill, Predator's Thrill, just again testing out the removal, and Reap the Dreamer, testing out what this removal is like, see if it's good or bad. Think Twice, some good value. We have Dream Frontier for some of our dual lands. We also have Slumbering Garden and Slumbering Vault, which both put cards from our graveyard from our library into our graveyard, so it seems pretty great there. Midnight Howling, just some self-mill value. Unrecognized Horizons, again, more flashback stuff. And finally, Wild Flourishings for self-mill value, or if we can cast it and flash it back, that seems amazing. So, cool. So that's the deck. So you ready for the games, Abbey?
Yes.
Alright, let's get to it. Alright, here we are for the round 1 of the second exhibition match of the Dreamscape custom magic set. I'm playing green, blue, black spider spawning, and Abbey's playing blue, red Aisha. Should be interesting. This is our opening hand. We only have forests right now, but we have 1-drop and we have a 3-drop who's kind of a beater, so seems fine. I think we'll draw into a blue at some point, so I'm not too concerned. Abby, you like your opening hand?
I do.
Alright, so let's get started.
Alright. And go.
So Abby is... Yep, so we're not off to blazing starts here, but oh, good, we drew our swamp, so I guess we'll go ahead and play our Delver and pass a turn.
Oh, a Delver, huh?
Yeah, no Delver of Secrets, but a different kind of Delver. So this one's nice. It can chump block at some point and get into our graveyard, and then maybe we can get back something good from our graveyard. So seems like a decent little value card. And Abbey has Duralin Battle Mage. As long as she has a face-up card in her library, so something with Premonition, it gets +1/+1. So that seems pretty good. Alright, ooh, Somei Sage, very good. So that way we'll have access to blue mana when we need it, so we might as well just play our green there. And I'm just going to end the turn, pass back to Abby. Says if she doesn't have a premonition card, then this thing has to come in as a 2/1, and I don't think she's going to want to trade her 2/1 for our 1/1. So.
Alright, best turn to go.
Oh, you have nothing?
Nothing.
Alright, wow, seems good. So we will untap, draw. We get, ooh, our very nice bomb rare. So we'll tap 3 and play, actually, we're not going to play Somei Sage. We're going to play Shimmerhide Rhino. Abby's not doing anything, so we might as well play our 3/3. And go ahead. Yeah, we probably could have gotten in with our Delver as well for 1. I wasn't really thinking, kind of passing the turn a little quick, but maybe this will work in case Abbey has a removal spell for a Rhino. That way we'd still have a blocker for the 2/1. I'm just not thinking about being aggressive right now. I'm thinking about setting up to get maximum value out of our giant turtle. So, you all set?
Yep, all set.
Alright, so we will untap, draw. Perfect. We got our islands, so we'll go ahead and play that. So now we have 5 mana. Oh no, we don't have 5 mana because we didn't play our our Sage last turn, so we have 4 mana. Yeah, I think... Well, let's just go ahead and attack first. So we will attack with our 3/3.
I'll take 3.
You'll take 3?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on over there?
I know, right?
All
What's
right.
going on?
So...
Wouldn't you like to
Oh
know?
my god, I would. So let's see here. We could think twice, but I think we're just going to play this thing. Of course, Abbey has to have some sort of removal. But this guy is a 3/8, so he's going to be pretty hard for red to remove. It's not like Abbey's going to have destroy target creature. So I think we'll just play our Sage, and we'll pass the turn.
Alright, so during your end step...
Ah, you do have something. Okay.
Oh, I've always got something, honey.
What are you going to do?
Let's see. I'm gonna go on a raving spree!
Raving Spree, alright, so deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Each player dealt damage this way sacrifices an artifact. Well, we have no artifacts, but I assume you're dealing 3 damage to my Rhino, right?
Yes, get that Rhino out of here!
Alright, so you can go ahead.
Alright, thank you.
Okay, fair enough. So we're not going to be able to beat down as much, but I'm not too concerned. So we still have our good rare ready to go for next turn. And I don't think we need to play these guys, but oh, Abbey has something for 5. What is it? Abbey has her rare too. So Aisha, Child Dreamer. So as it enters battlefield, create a legendary 7/7 blue and red elemental creature token with Dreamwalk and Trample named Mr. Grumpy. And there's Mr. Grumpy right now, so apparently the tokens were set properly for this, but whatever. But when Aisha leaves the battlefield, then Mr. Grumpy does as well. So, yikes, we kind of need to deal with that Aisha, because the 7/7's kind of big. Alright, you all set there, Abbey?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, so we will untap, draw. Actually, and that's kind of a little flavorful thing I just noticed, is that the Caretaker for Aisha is a 3/8, which blocks Mr. Grumpy pretty well. So, although this Mr. Grumpy does have Dreamwalk that we need to remember, so... Alright, so what are we going to do here? We don't have any removal, unfortunately. But what we can do is we can play the Caretaker, and then he can either just attack or tap himself with his ability to be able to block Mr. Grumpy until we find removal. So, alright, so we're going to go ahead and cast Aisha's Caretaker right here for 5, and we only have 1 mana left over, can't really attack, so we'll pass the turn.
Alright.
So the plan is, again, to either attack with this guy, get him tapped so he can block this Dreamwalker dude, or, I don't know, we'll see what happens. I mean, we do have a couple removal spells in our deck. We have the double black thing, we have the fight card, and if we just get rid of Aisha, then it'll get rid of this thing too, so... We'll have to see what happens though. So right now we can put a non-land card from our graveyard into our library, just beneath the top 3 cards to give a Premonition, so that would give our Shimmerhide Rhino Premonition, which might be better than nothing just to get our guy tapped, so... And that costs 5 mana to do it, so if we draw a land next turn, then we could maybe do that and think twice or something.
Alright, so I'm gonna go to combat?
Yep, go ahead.
Alright, coming in with the Grumps.
Yep, so since he has Dreamwalk, untapped creatures can't block him, so we take 7.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. We could tap this guy and just jump block, but I don't think I want to do that. So we will go ahead and untap, draw. Got a swamp. Alright, that's good. So that's at least a land. So now we have a plan. So the plan is to, when Abbey attacks, we're going to tap our Caretaker and put this guy with Premonition, and then we can also think twice. So I'm going to go ahead and pass the turn.
Alright.
And I think think twice-ing is better than playing like this Visionary, because the Visionary isn't really doing a ton for us right now. I mean, yeah, it'd be good with the Premonition things so that we get to them faster, but I'd rather honestly just find a removal spell or something else, like a big dinosaur at this point.
Alright, so we're gonna go to combat.
Okay, sounds good. You coming in with the Grumps?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so since you're coming in with Grumpy, we're going to activate this ability here
Right.
for 5 mana, and then we will put a non-land card. So this thing will be putting into our library. So, and we will add how many counters? 3. So we will put 3 counters. So this guy is under 3 cards in our deck. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do this now. Alright, so I'm gonna do enter the Dreamscape, and I'm gonna bounce the Caretaker back to your hand.
Oh, okay. So you're going to bounce the Caretaker. Oh, so now he can't block. Alright, makes sense, yep.
Uh-huh.
So this guy's back in our hand. So, do we take 7? Yikes. Alright, well before we block anything, I'm going to add a blue and a green, and I'm going to think twice to draw a card.
Okay.
So we put this here, and since we drew a card, we need to remove a counter from here. Unrecognized horizons, reveal the top 3 cards of your library. Yeah, that's not so great. Ugh. Man, this is not working out for us. So I guess we could just take. What would be the advantage of keeping this guy around? We'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So that means we could cast this, and yeah, I think we just got to take it this turn. So we're gonna take 7.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, down to 6.
All right.
Man, that Mr. Grumpy, and yet we can't forget he has trample too. That's right. So even if we blocked with this, it's not like it would do much. You have something else you want to do?
All right, take him.
All right. So we will untap, draw. Since we drew, we will remove a yellow counter. Memory Conduit. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Oh man, I'm very concerned about this Mr. Grumpy.
He's so grumpy.
He's very grumpy. So that means, since he has trample, even if we get down the caretaker, we're not going to be able to block with it this turn because he has Dreamwalk. So we need something to. We'd have to, if we block here with this guy by tapping him for mana, then we still take 4 and we go down to 2, but then we'll have Aisha's Caretaker afterwards. So I guess we have to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll play Aisha's Caretaker. And since we're going to just block with this guy anyway, we'll add a blue, and then we'll play the Drow Visionary, and we'll pass the turn.
All right.
Oh, this is not good. So again, our plan, and it's not a good plan, but it's our plan, is to chump block Mr. Grumpy with the 1/3, take 4 trample damage, and then that'll allow us to turn on Aisha's Caretaker from then on. So we'll see what happens.
Alright, so we're gonna go to combat?
Yep, sounds good.
Alright, we're gonna come in for the beats.
Okay, yep, Mr. Grumpy, and we will die if we do not block it, so we will go ahead and block it with our 1/3.
Okay, so you'll take 4?
Yep, take 4 from trample. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're down to 2.
Alright, your turn.
Oh god. Really? That's it? You have nothing else?
Yep.
Alright, so we will untap, draw, and now this thing is on the very top card of our deck, so we will go ahead and cast it, and we will remove the yellow counter from it. We drew a forest for our turn, okay. We can put a land card into our hand, put the rest into our graveyard. So we need to keep 5 mana open, basically, in order to just block Mr. Grumpy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we have 1 mana to work with. Yuck. So I think it's time, yeah, we're going to attack with the Delver, and we need to remember, we need to keep back some guys just so that the Aisha and the Drown Battle whatever don't kill us, because we are at 2. Yeah, we'll just attack with the Delver, I guess, as pathetic as it sounds.
Yeah, that's really pathetic.
Hey, don't be mean.
I'm just saying.
Taking 1?
Yeah, sure, I'll take 1.
Alright, and then I guess we might as well cast this Unrecognized Horizons, so we will reveal the top 3 cards of our library. And we have, oh, there's Predator's Thrill. No, that's one of the ways we head out from Aisha. I was hoping we'd, mill some other good stuff, but... So we can reveal the top 3 cards, put a land card into our hand. I guess we'll just take the island, and we put the rest into our graveyard.
Bummer.
That is a bummer. Although, with Predator's Thrill, so there is good news. It's not good, well, so let's see here. So I think what we want to do, let's take a look at our graveyard. So Predator's Thrill is a way we kill Aisha. So this guy, we're gonna want him to be tapped anyway. So let's go ahead and tap our, we'll tap our Aisha's Caretaker, and we will give our Predator's Thrill Premonition 3. So we will add 3, we will add 3 counters to it. So this is currently underneath 3 cards in our library, and then we will Drow Visionary and put the top card of our library into our graveyard. And we milled a Dream Frontier, sure, whatever. So that means we remove another counter from here, so now we're down to 2. So that means we'll hopefully, next turn we'll draw a card, this will go down to 1, and then we can activate this again, and then we'll be able to fight the Child Dreamer. So, pass to Abbey. Oh boy.
It's getting crazy.
Getting a little crazy. So we have a blocker for the Dreamscape, and we have a blocker for these 2, so if Abbey sends them in, then we'll still be able to block. So we're still in a precarious position, but we do have a plan.
Yeah, so just so you can't do anything crazy to me, I'm gonna go ahead and lethargy-esque guy.
Lethargy. Alright, so I will attach it to this guy. So that means he does not untap. Ugh, unfortunately. We don't have anything that untaps creatures in our deck, I don't think. So Yikes. Yikes. That was a combination of yikes and sucks. Yucks.
Yucks, baby. All
Do you
right.
have something else?
Possibility agent.
Alright, possibility agent. So when it dies, you can put it into its library, face up, underneath top 3 premonitions. So that would beef up this guy here.
Mm-hmm.
So that really puts a damper in our plan because we were planning on doing our Predator's Thrill next turn, but apparently not anymore. Alright, so you coming in or you staying back?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it cool this turn. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
So we will untap, draw. We got Dread Amalgamation. We will remove a yellow counter. So this is currently underneath 1 card in our deck. Oh, okay, so we do have Memory Conduit, so that is a way to help. So why don't we go ahead and do that? So let's go and do we have any watercolor requirements or whatever? So we'll play Memory Conduit. So target player puts the top card of his or her library into his or her graveyard, and we will do that targeting ourselves. So we move the top card to our graveyard. We get another land, but more importantly, we remove the last counter from Predator's Thrill. So we cast Predator's Thrill,
Mm-hmm.
and we will have... Yeah, let's just go ahead and play it on the safe side. So we'll just have our Aisha's Caretaker fight Aisha.
Oh, that's so terrible.
But very flavorful. So Aisha
My
down,
mom's flavorful.
and Mr. Grumpy's down with her. So, and also Aisha's Caretaker gets +1/+1. So, yeah, let's go ahead.
Only until end of turn.
Oh, but yeah. So I will... Yeah, we can play another guy. So let's attack with Aisha's Caretaker for 4.
Okay.
Alright. Oh my god, this whole time we've had this ability to put the top card of our library into our graveyard, so I probably should have just been doing that. So I apologize if you've been yelling at me for not doing that, but, you know, getting fancy, testing out more of the cards. And we'll play Memory Guide and pass the turn.
Alright, pass turn to go. My turn.
So it was looking pretty bad for us for a little while there, but we managed to, the most roundabout way possible, get our removal spell to take care of Abbey's Aisha, so things are actually looking pretty decent now. Alright, you have 3 mana, 4...
Summons of Desire.
Summons of Desire, so you exile top 3 cards of your library. Until end of turn, you can play cards exiled this way. Alright, fair enough. If you cast a creature, it gains haste, though. That's a nice little bonus. So, alright, let's take a look at what you exiled. So you exiled Inspired Researcher and
Yep.
Fortress Crab.
Yep.
Alright, so you gonna cast any of those?
Yeah, I'm absolutely gonna cast the Inspired Researcher,
Uh-huh.
which gains haste,
no.
mind you.
Well, it doesn't even need the haze. You can just, I'm at 2 luck. God.
And I'm gonna sacrifice it to kill you.
Yeah. Just when I thought we were gonna stabilize, so yeah, we're down to 0. But, I mean, we had even though we were dead, we started to have a really decent engine going there. So with our Memory Conduit and our Aisha's Caretaker, and we were going to start making things, but yeah, unfortunately, just good old-fashioned burn to the face took us down.
Yep, that's my favorite.
Alright, so let's try again in round 2. Alright, here we are for round 2 of the Dreamscape exhibition matches. I'm playing green, black, blue spider spawning in quotes, and Abby's playing blue, red Aisha.
Yes.
This is our opening hand here. It's very similar to our last hand. We have the turn 1 Delver, and then we have some lands, but we also have Memory Conduit, which will let us start milling ourselves much more quickly and ramp us into big things that we get. And we have Predator's Thrill to deal with any grumpy fish that get out of control, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm keeping this. You keeping your hand, Abby?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so we'll play our Forest and turn 1 Delver.
Oh, wow.
Pass the turn. Oh, wow.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, you better watch out. This thing's coming for you.
That Delver is scary.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, pass turn, say go.
Alright, so let's untap, draw, and we get a Slumbering Vault. Okay, that's pretty cool. I guess we might as well put that into play. So we'll put that into play. We move the top card to our graveyard. We want to mill ourselves, so... And we get an Abundant Growth. Okay, didn't really want that, so we'll go ahead and pass the turn. I mean, it would have been fine because it draws a card and give us blue, but... Oh! Take 1 from the Delver.
Oh, okay.
My bad. So, yeah, I mean, Abundant Growth would have been fine. It would have given us blue and draw us a card, but, you know, I'm just glad we didn't mill anything great. So.
Oh, God, say go.
Alright, so, ooh, Slumbering Garden. So that'll give us access to blue, but I think I might just want to get down Memory Conduit. Yeah, let's just go ahead and attack first. See what Abby does.
Why do you have so many slumbering lands?
I don't know. They're all just very sleepy.
I guess.
Alright, so you take 1.
Yep.
So the question is, do we want to get down Memory Conduit, or do we want to have blue in case we draw a blue card? I think we'll just get this down in case we draw a blue card next turn. So we'll pass the turn, and we'll put the top card into our graveyard. It is A Hope Slicer. Oh, that would have been kind of nice, just as a guy that comes down and draws us stuff, but whatever.
Alright, so I'm going to go to my main phase, and I'm going to Premonition on Subconscious Recall.
Subconscious Recall. Okay, so that will technically be in your deck, underneath 8 cards, so let's go ahead and put 8 counters on it. Nice.
Yeah, it's a hefty
So
load.
now if you get that 2-1 that gets the bonus, then that'd be pretty nice.
That would be great.
The bonus if you have a card in your deck that's face up, so all set?
Yeah, pass turn, say go.
So Abbey's kind of off to a slower start this game, which I am very happy to see. We drew a land, which sucks, but what are you going to do? Might as well play it, and we'll get down our Memory Conduit, and we'll attack for 1.
I'll take your 1.
Alright, so down to 17, and yeah, let's pass turn. So we could sacrifice this Delver to put like Hope Slicer on top of our library, but I think that just seems terrible. I would rather wait until we have like Aisha's Caretaker or one of our big dudes that we want to get back with our Delver, so.
Alright, so I'm also going to Premonition my I gotta take a counter off of Subconscious Recall.
Yep, you drew a card, so it's down to 7.
And I'm going to do Premonition for Destiny Crusher for 3.
Yikes, we definitely have to make sure not to mill Abbey, because that would be a disaster.
Hey, if you want to mill me, that's
Although that's,
okay.
this is one advantage of, it's kind of interesting, because when we first saw Premonition, we were like, why isn't it just Suspend? But Premonition having this kind of, the synergy with milling, and also the synergy where if Abbey has like a 7, 6, and 5 right here, then they would all get cast on the same turn, because it's just as they reach the top, you cast it, the next one reaches the top, you cast it, next one reaches the top, you cast it, so that's kind of cool. But anyway, during your end step, we will tap Memory Conduit, and we will move the top card to our graveyard. We get a forest, good, glad to get that out of there. Draw, and we get an island, great, alright. I guess we'll just play a swamp. Still have nothing great in our graveyard. We'll go ahead and attack.
For 1?
Yep.
Alright, I'll take your 1.
Taking you down.
Oops.
So down to 16.
Yep.
And yeah, let's pass the turn.
Alright.
So again, both off the slow starts here. I'm getting flooded. Abby's getting a little mana screwed, but this should go down to 6, and that goes down to a 2. So, you have some stuff coming, and now you have 3 lands, so...
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put out the...
Tide Flow Denizen. Oh, wow. So
it's an elemental Kieran.
Kieran, yeah. Is it a giraffe? Okay, whatever.
Well, no, the old school term for Kieran.
Okay, whatever. So it's a 3 mana 0/5, and you can make it bigger on the attack.
I
so
sure
that
can.
Stops our attacking here.
Yep, and go ahead and say go.
Alright, well, we're going to mill ourselves during your end step, and we get another forest. Great. Alright, so we will untap, draw. We get, okay, something that's not a land for once. Alright, so, we got our Cognizance Crawler. So whenever we cast an instant or sorcery from our graveyard, we get a 0/1. We currently don't have any way of doing that, but at least we have something to cast. So I am not complaining. So we'll cast our 3/5 Reach, and I guess we shouldn't attack, so we will end the turn.
Alright.
So we have all the mana we could ever need. We just need something to do with it. So I think... Yeah, I think we should be activating this during our upkeep, so that way we'll put the top card into our graveyard, and that way during our upkeep, if we mill something good, we can activate this ability, and we can just draw it during our draw step. So I think we'll do that from now on. Especially now that we have this Cognizance Crawler in play, we just really want to get even more stuff into our graveyard for more value. So, oh no, Drown Battle Mage, hey, there's the guy. So
it's got +1/+1.
it does, so it's a 3/2. Still not going to do much against our 3/5, but whatever.
It still holds you back.
You all set?
Yep, all set.
Alright, so we will tap our thing during your end step, put something into our graveyard. We got, a Think Twice, nice. So then we will untap. During our upkeep, we will do that again, put the top card into our graveyard. We got Aether Predator. That's nice as just a 3/4. But 3/4 doesn't get through the 0/5, so I think we'll just go ahead and draw for our turn. Nice. Somnosaurus Force, whatever that means. I'm just glad it's a big beefy dude. So it only costs 5 mana, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we'll play the Somnosaurus Force. And can we flashback think this? We have 1, 2 mana? No. Alright, so we will end the turn. Go ahead.
Alright, here we go.
So untap and draw, and now you remove the last counter on Destiny Crusher, and that thing comes into play. is a 3/2 haste. Subconscious recall down to 4. Last time we put one of these into our deck during the other exhibition game, it didn't get down very far before you killed us. So.
You know.
All right, so you have some for 4 mana.
I do.
Okay, what is it? It's
Fortress Grab.
Fortress Grab.
So crabby.
So that would block our Somnosaurus if it didn't have Dreamwalk, but it does. So, all right. So during your end step, is there anything we want to do here? I don't think so. Okay, so we go ahead and untap, and then during our upkeep, we will put the top card of our into our graveyard, and it's a what was it? Dream Frontier. Okay, we didn't want to draw that anyway. Draw for our turn. We got Drellin Visionary. Sure, that's something to do. So we'll play Drellin Visionary, and I guess let's go on the offensive here. So this thing. Yeah, there's really no point in getting in with the crawler, but we can definitely attack with our 5/4 Dreamwalk. And you have no tapped creatures, so do you take 5?
Oh man, I guess I do.
Alright.
Oops.
Then during our second main, let's just flashback 1, 2, 3. Whoops, 1, 2, 3. We'll flashback Think Twice. We draw a card. Goes to exile. We got Wild Flourishing. Ooh, that's nice. And since we cast a card from our graveyard, we get a spider. All right, so...
Oh, it's so cute.
Pass the turn, yep. And I'm feeling really good about our position here. So we have our 5/4. Abby's you're gonna have to like attack with Fortress Crab if you want to block it, which is interesting. So
it's very interesting.
We'll see what happens. And then next turn we have this for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, and then we can flash it back the next turn and get another one and make another spider. So seems pretty good.
Alright, so I'm just gonna come in for the beats with the crab, so that way I can at least, do some blocking on that side.
So I'm pretty sure you're just attacking again, so you can block my Dreamwalker. So we're just gonna block your 1/6 with my 1/2.
Okay.
All set?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go into my second main phase.
Yep.
And I'm gonna play. Why not? My own Drellin Visionary.
Sure, seems good.
Yes, and now it's your turn.
Alright, so is there anything we want to do here? Is there anything we want from our graveyard? Not really, so... Alright, we will go ahead and untap, upkeep. We'll put the top card into our graveyard. And we got... What did we get? Loss of Clarity. Oh, okay, so that's kind of cool. Actually, so is that something that we want to do right now? Let's go ahead and we'll flash back Loss of Clarity. So we put the top 4 cards of our graveyard into our library. So we got Midnight Howling, some more lands, and an Engulfing Scapeworm. So that's a pretty good one. So now we're in our draw. Before we go to our draw step, we also get a spider, before I forget. So before we go to our draw step, is there anything we want to get back on top of our library? I think we just want this other giant dude. So we're going to sacrifice the Delver to put Engulfing Scapeworm on top of our library, go to our draw step, and then we... Oh, no, I'm doing this wrong. We have to exile this from our graveyard. My bad. That's annoying. I was doing it wrong. I apologize. So, let's see here. Is there any way we could get that into our graveyard? Like a sacrifice thing? No? Alright. So again, playing with these cards are kind of complicated. We're figuring it out though. We're doing what we can.
Trial by fire, doing as we go.
Exactly. We could attack with the 5/4, and then if Abbey blocks, we could give it +1/+1, which would let us kill it, and then we could also fight and kill another thing of hers, like this thing, and that would only put one. If she decided to activate the ability, it would deal 1/2 damage +3. Yeah, I think that seems pretty good. So why don't we go ahead and go on the offensive here? So we will attack with our Somnosaurus Force. And we will also attack with the Delver. Yeah, we'll attack with the Delver. So we'll attack with those. Do you have any blocks? Yes. Alright, so before that happens, I'm going to cast Predator's Thrill.
Okay.
I will give this guy +1/+1, so he's now a 6/5, and I will also have him fight your 0/5.
Okay, so you're double teaming me is what you're doing.
Yeah, the old-fashioned 2-for-1.
Alright.
Alright, good.
It's very reminiscent of See You in Hell from the last set we did.
Right, so we don't trample over for anything because it was a 1/6, but you do take 1 from the Delver. Did you do that?
Yep, I just did that.
Okay, and Whew, this is complicated. So, do we have anything else we want to do this turn? I think we want to keep back some blockers. We have the 1-3. But the 1-3 is not really going to do much because this thing's a 3-2, and Abby's probably not going to attack with that, and we block here. So yeah, let's go ahead and attack. Activate our Drellin Visionary. So we'll put the top card into our graveyard. And we got Unrecognized Horizons, sure. Midnight Howling, yeah. Okay, so go ahead, pass turn.
Alright.
So next turn, now that we've taken care of kind of Abby's two big guys, I think the plan is to just Wild Flourishing, and then the following turn after that we'll Wild Flourishing again, and then the turn after that we can Midnight Howling from our graveyard, make some 2/2s plus some spiders, and hopefully we'll have enough to deal with her big things from there. Alright, 5 mana, and it's Aisha Child Dreamer.
Of course.
Oh boy, here comes Mr. Grumpy.
Yeah, so he's coming, alright.
Oh no. Well, and we just used our fight card, because I was like, oh, well, we haven't seen, Aisha yet. Abby's only have 4 mana, so maybe she won't have it, but as it turns out, you did.
I do, yes.
So I feel a little bad about using that, but we'll see what happens. So I don't think you can get in for attacks, but...
Yeah, not really. It's alright, though.
You can use your Drellin Visionary to mill your top card and remove another counter from your recall.
Hey, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I'll do it during my second main phase.
Sure. Alright, so you mill the top card of your library. So you mill
an island.
An island, sure, and you remove a counter from there.
Hey.
Oh man, a lot going on in this set. So we will untap, and I don't think we want to do any of... Well, we can Memory Conduit during our upkeep. And so we will put the top card into our graveyard.
This is a very spicy set.
So I think we just hit another land. We will draw. We got, Shimmering Rhino. That's just a nice guy. So Abbey only has a 1-3 that's tapped to block our 5-4. So let's go ahead and... Yeah, let's attack with our 5-4, our 3-5, and... Well, not with the 3-5, because she can just block it with Mr. Grumpy. But we'll attack with the 5-4 and the 1-1.
Alright, so I will block...
Because we want this Delver in our graveyard if possible.
Well, that's not where it's going to go.
Okay, so what's going to happen?
I'm going to block the fatty.
Alright, so you're going to just chump block the fatty?
Yeah.
Alright, so we trample over for 2.
Yep.
Plus 1 is 3 damage total, down to 7.
Yep.
Alright, and your Drellin Visionary is dead. So now in our second main, I think it's time to just do some Wild Flourishing. So we will tap 2 green, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, seems good. We'll just make a 6/6 green elemental
That
token.
is just out of control over there. Need to get a lawnmower for all that rapid growth.
A lawnmower.
Or something, or a
You can't
bush
use a
hog or something.
lawnmower on an elemental. So this thing is green. I guess we'll put
But yeah, it's a green elemental.
It's a green elemental. Okay.
You can brush hog that.
And we will pass the turn to you.
Alright.
So yeah, Abby, sure, she has Mr. Grumpy out, and we used one of our removal spells, but I think we have such a big army.
Alright, so I'm going to remove the counter on my subconscious recall.
Finally, the last one. So you get to draw 3. Wow.
Yes, thank God.
If you're going to find a way out of this predicament, then it's going to be through that.
Alright, so one of your cards is really giving me some trouble over here.
Okay.
And I'm tired of it.
Alright. Is it the dinosaur?
No, it's the elemental. That's
okay.
gotta go.
So we exile target creature, return that. Alright, well, none of this matters because it's just going, when the token gets exiled, it's just going to die. So, but you can put recurrent dispersal into your library face up just beneath the top 3 cards. So you can put 3 counters on it if you want.
I will do that.
Oh, well, that's pretty good against our tokens. Okay, fair enough. Our beatdown plan just got a little hurt.
And we're really inspired, so we're going to play Inspired Researcher.
The thing that killed me last game, sure. Are you coming in with the Grumpies? Because then if he's tapped, then you could block the Dreamwalking Dinosaur.
Let's do it.
Alright, so we will block with our tapped Summon Delver. So we trample over for 6.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And our Delver finally dies, which is nice. So that means we can get back... Ooh, hello, friend. Alright, so you all set?
Yeah, say go.
Alright, is there anything we want to do during your end step? I don't think so. So we will untap, upkeep. Yeah, I guess we might as well keep doing this. So we'll move the top card to graveyard. We'll probably want to stop soon so that way we don't...
No, keep going.
we don't deck ourselves.
Keep going.
Too badly. So this is our draw step. So is there anything we want to bring back? Yeah, I guess we might as well bring back the Caretaker. Caretaker's kind of insane. So where's that Somme Delver? So right here, so we will exile it from our graveyard, and we will put Aisha's Caretaker on top of our library, and then we will go to our draw step, and then we will play 2, 3, 4, 5 Aisha's Caretaker. And then, let's see here. So now you have a tap 7/7, which is good at blocking our 5/4. And yeah, so I guess we'll just go to attacks and we'll attack with our 3/5. Because if we attack with the other things, then Abbey could block with here. So yeah, attack with our 3/5.
3/5, huh?
Yep. Taking 3, or are you blocking with your little dudes?
You know what? This Durellian Battle Mage is actually a 3/2 right now, so why
Yep.
not?
So you could... Are you going to double block? Makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so... Yeah, actually, no, that's pretty good. So I only get to kill one of them. Ugh. So I guess I'll just kill... whatever. I'll kill the Destiny Crusher.
Okay.
Alright, fair enough. That wasn't as great as I'd hoped, but whatever. And yeah, we'll pass the turn to you.
Alright.
I hope that Mr. Grumpy isn't going to be the end of us again. Maybe we should have, instead of getting back Aisha's Caretaker, we should have gotten just back our, where is it? The Predator's Thrill, so we could kill Aisha. That probably would have been a better thing to do now that I think about it. Well, we can just do Aisha's Caretaker and do the same stuff that we did again during our upkeep, so that way we can just cast it right away. So, not too concerned. I think having Aisha's Caretaker out, as long as we don't, I'm just concerned about dying this turn, but I don't think that's possible.
Alright, yep. So I'm going to come in for the beats. I'm going to come in with the grumps.
Yep, since he has Dreamwalk, can't do anything, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Alright, so we're going to attack. We're going to, not attack, haha. We're going to play...
Yeah, some for 4.
Yes, the most manic of manic researchers.
Alright, Manic Researcher, when it comes into play, return an instant or sorcery from your graveyard to your hand. So you have a sorcery... Okay, you only have 1 sorcery, so you get Subconscious Recall.
Yep, Subconscious Recall. It's going back into my hand.
Alright.
Yada yada.
You gonna Premonition it?
Yeah, why not?
Might as well, right? So while Abbey's doing that, let's see. So what we need to do is during our upkeep, we need to activate this, and then it'll put it 3 cards beneath. And then we can activate this, we'll put 2 cards beneath, and then we can activate this twice, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then, yeah, we'll still have 1 mana left over, and we'll cast, where is it? Predator's Thrill for free. Okay. Good. Alright, you all set?
Yep.
Alright, so we will untap, upkeep, activate, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will put, where is it? Predator's Thrill into our library, 3 from the top. So we will set counters at 3. Then we will Memory Conduit, put the top card of our library into our graveyard. We got whatever, we will remove a counter. Then we will use this guy's ability twice to put the top 2 cards into our graveyard.
If you could do that 3 more times, that'd be great.
Well, we'll talk about that in a minute, but so then we have no counters, and we will cast... So then Predator's Thrill is at the top, we cast it, so I will have my Aisha's... No. Yeah, we'll have my Aisha's Caretaker fight your Aisha Child Dreamer. Is that okay?
Well, I think that's kind of something that can't be, helped, so yeah.
Alright, get rid of that Mr. Grumpy.
You done good, Mr. Grumpy.
Whew, okay, that was a lot of work. Now we can go to our draw step, and we got Memory Guide. Sure, that's a good one. And I don't think we can cast anything, but Abbey also has no tapped creatures currently, so we will attack with our Dreamwalker. Alright, down to 2.
Yep.
And yeah, we will pass the turn. So Abbey was saying, as we were doing all this, like, oh, if you could do that just a few more times to deck yourself, sure, but with Aisha's Caretaker in play, I don't think we can deck ourselves, because we can just keep putting cards back into our library, so not too concerned.
Alright, well, enough of this madness.
Alright, you have something big? Alright, what is it?
I've been inspired!
Flash of Inspiration deals 5 damage to target creature you don't control. Okay.
Yes.
Well, you dealing it to my dinosaur, I guess?
Well, yeah.
Alright, makes sense. Is there any way we could stop that?
Nope.
Nope. Alright. Seems good.
Get it out of here.
Alright, that sucks, but I think
Sure
we're fine.
does. Alright, so I'm going to play land.
Mm-hmm. So we just need to hit Abbey for 2, and then we're good. So we can flashback this, we can flashback this, and we don't get any spiders though, but whatever. I think we're doing fine.
Alright, well, there's nothing I can do here, so pass the turn.
Alright, so we will untap upkeep. Is there anything we want to do during our upkeep? Do we want to get... I mean, Abbey seems to have a lot of trouble dealing with our big guy, so... We have our Dreamwalk Trampler, what's a 5/4, or the Dreamwalk, this guy, who's just a 5/5. I think the Trampler's just gonna be better, although she does have ways to block it. What to do? Or we could just try and, I mean, if we attack with everything, then Abbey has to block 1, 2, 3, and we get in for 1. So I think I'm just going to go to our normal draw step. And what we'll do is we're going to cast Midnight Howling from our graveyard. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll make 2 wolves. There we go. Exile that. And then we don't have a ton of things to do left over, but I think we will just go ahead and attack, and we'll attack with our Aisha's Caretaker, and that's about it. So
Right.
do you have any blocks?
Yeah, I have to block, so I'm gonna go ahead and block with the this battle mage here.
Alright, so you take, so it dies, and you take nothing?
Yep.
Alright, so, and that was really horrible tapping that I did on my part, so we're going to pretend like I tapped like this, just to make it more interesting, and we'll play Memory Guide, and we'll pass the turn to you.
Alright.
Again, I was not really paying attention. I should have been paying more attention. I apologize. But now we have Memory Guide, so he says whenever we cast a spell, if it wasn't from our hand, he can't be blocked. So that means we just have to flash back something next turn, and we win.
Alright, I have Recurrent Dispersal, so I'm gonna exile your... What am I gonna exile?
Wolf? Or I guess a wolf?
Yeah, get rid of a wolf.
Sure.
That sounds good.
Okay.
And I can Premonition it again?
You can Premonition it again, sure. I don't... You need to find a way to deal with Memory Guide and my Caretaker, so...
Alright, so we're gonna come in here for... We're gonna mess some stuff up real quick.
Okay. You have an answer?
I have a Raving Spree, so
Raving
I'm
Spree,
gonna... Yes, yeah, I'm gonna wreck your Memory Guide here, and
Yeah,
you need to sacrifice an artifact.
Oh, and I sacrifice an artifact. That's
Yeah.
true. Yikes. Okay. Yep. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
And is that it? Alright. Whoa. 5 mana for Cyclic Knowledge.
Yep.
Put an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard into your library just beneath the top 2. Okay. So what instant or sorcery card are you getting?
I'm gonna get Raving Spree back.
Raving Spree, sure. I think you're still dead, though, because if I attack with everything, you have 3 blockers. You block my 3 biggest guys, and you still take 2 from the spiders? Unless I'm wrong about something here?
Yeah, I'm probably still dead.
So, I mean, that was a lot of fancy stuff going on with the Premonitions, but I think it's still over.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. So I'm gonna go ahead and just, concede.
All right. Wow. Phew. So that was kind of a marathon of a game. We learned a lot about our cards that game and probably made some suboptimal plays. But again, that's why we're doing these exhibitions, so we can see what the cards are like and get those kinks out of our system as early as we can.
Exactly.
All right,
It's all a learning experience.
So we're 1-1 right now. Let's go into the final match.
Yay.
All right, so here we are for Game 3 of the Dreamscape exhibition matches. Kind of black, green, blue spider spawning versus blue, red Aisha. So this is our opening hand here. We have 2 of our colors, but we also have some pretty powerful stuff. So, and we have this to find another land, hopefully. Probably an island would be ideal, so I'm keeping. You
Me
keeping
too.
it?
Prepare to get wrecked.
Oh, no. All right, so go ahead.
All right. And pass the turn and say go.
All right, so we will untap draw. And we got, ooh, Abundant Growth. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. So we will play Slumbering Vault, put the top card into our graveyard, and pass the turn.
Okay.
Nice. Got a forest out of the way. I mean, we'd like to have double green for Wild Flourishing, but with this Abundant Growth, we can enchant any land. So I think next turn we'll play a Swamp and enchant that with Abundant Growth, and then the following turn we can play Memory Guide or Shimmer-Hide Rhino. Probably just Memory Guide. It seems just better since we'll have some flashback things. So, Subconscious Recall.
Of
Good.
course.
All set?
Yep, also.
All right, so untap, draw, and ooh, we drew a forest anyway. So, yeah, let's go ahead and play this, and then we will cast Abundant Growth and attach it to the swamp. Draw a card. We got our crawler and pass the turn.
All right.
So next turn we will have 3 mana. So I think, yep, sticking to the plan of playing crawler. Then the following turn, we can play Shimmer-Hide Rhino and Unrecognized Horizons. Then the turn after, we can play Crawler. Then we can start flashing back Unrecognized Horizons and Wild Flourishing, make some spiders. So
Say go.
Wow, say go. Well, at least you're hitting your land drops, so you must have kept something good over there. So yeah, Memory Conduit's good, but I'd rather just start beating down. So we'll add a blue with our Abundant Growth and play Memory Guide and pass the turn. So we're starting down on the beatdown plan. Not really the super synergy plan this time around, but who needs synergy when you just got beef, right?
Where's the beef?
Oh, the beef is mostly right here in this rhino, but we can also make some token beef too.
Oh, good. I like beef.
So, you have 4 mana.
Yes, I do.
And anything good?
Alright, well, that's all for this turn.
Okay,
You're gonna get wrecked.
Let's see here. Abby hasn't played anything for the first 4 turns, but she's been hitting her land drops. This smells like an Aisha to me.
Something's a little fishy here.
So let's go ahead and attack. We'll attack for 3.
Yeah, I'll take your 3.
Okay. And then we will play green, green, black, and play Rhino, just another 3/3. And then we'll
shiny.
Play green for Unrecognized Horizons. So we will look at the, whoops, not the whole library. We will look at the top 3 cards, and I guess we'll take a forest, whatever, and then we put the Delver belongs in our graveyard, nice, and Hope Slicer, so then we'll pass the turn to Abby.
Alright, sounds good to me.
So I'm glad we at least got a land, it's better than no land, but, so next turn we can play Crawler, and yeah, then now we have another flashback spell with Think Twice, so seems pretty good to me.
Seems legit.
Alright, so here's Abby's 5th mana. Is this the turn when Mr. Grumpy's gonna come out?
Yep.
Oh, no. Alright, fair enough.
Mr. Grumpy's here, and he's here to stay.
Oh, no.
Alright.
Yep, there he is. Alright, passing the turn.
Oh, yes.
So that really sucks for us. So now, let me think. So we will untap. Is there anything we want to do in our upkeep in order to try and hit? Because we do have the Delver in our graveyard, and I want to really use that to get a removal spell for the Mr. Grumpy if possible. But I don't think there's anything we can do in our upkeep. So let's draw. We got Loss of Clarity. Okay, that's a pretty good one, actually. So we can't really even attack here because Mr. Grumpy can block our guys. And we could make this unblockable by casting Loss of Clarity, but that's just such a... I would rather get more value. So yeah, we're just going to stick to the plan. We're going to cast the Crawler. And we'll pass the turn.
Alright, sounds good to me.
Yeah, go ahead. It doesn't seem that great right now, but we can take a hit or 2 from Mr. Grumpy. And next turn, I think what we can do... Because if Abby attacks with Mr. Grumpy, then that lets us get in with all of our guys as well. And, that's a pretty big beatdown on the backswing. And next turn, we can also Loss of Clarity during our... We might just do that during our upkeep, so that way we can try and find a removal spell. So that we can get back with Delver, and oh no, Abby has a 1/6, our mortal enemy.
I'm sorry, what?
Alright, so that's a pretty good blocker. It doesn't kill any of our attackers though, so that's good. So you coming in with the beats with Mr. Grumps?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Couldn't block it even if we wanted to.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, so untap. So this is the question, do we want to just upkeep our Loss of Clarity? Or do we want to spend the turn making like a 3/3 with Wild Flourishing? That just sounds bad. So I think, yeah, we're just going to upkeep blue, green, black. Well, let's do it like this. We'll cast Lots of Clarity, so we put the top 4 cards into our graveyard. Do we get anything good? We got a couple okay things. So now this is in our graveyard, but we're just going to go ahead and flashback Loss of Clarity again. So we will put the next 4 cards into our graveyard and exile this. So do we have a removal spell anywhere? No, we just got a lot of lands really and a couple creatures. Yuck. Alright, so now we go to our draw step. We got Drellin Visionary, sure. Can't even think. We did cast something from our graveyard, so we do get a spider before I forget. And we only have 1 mana available, so we can't even think twice. Alright, well, what we can do is we can attack with Memory Guide since it's unblockable.
Alright.
And we'll attack with Rhino and the Crawler as well. So, you already took 3 from the unblockable, but you want to block one of the other 3/3s with your Fortress Grab?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to block the Rhino.
Okay, so you take another 3 from the Spider?
Yeah, I'll take 3 from the Spider.
Alright, and second main, yep, still nothing we can do. And there's nothing we can flashback here either. Yep, alright, so we'll pass turn. Really disappointed we didn't find either of our removal spells. And I mean, we could triple block Mr. Grumpy, but the problem is we've already seen so many removal spells out of Abbey that if she just has the one that deals 3 damage to a creature, then we just get so blown out because she'll just kill our spider and we won't even kill Mr. Grumpy anymore because we'd only deal 6 damage, so doesn't seem good. Alright, you're coming in for 7?
Yeah.
We'll just take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Alright.
So next turn what we could do is we could attack with a spider, which will... Oh no, but Mr. Grumpy has trample, so... Serpent of Aisha. So just Aisha theme deck over here.
Yeah.
So Serpent of Aisha can't attack unless there are 10 or more cards total in all graveyards. And thanks to my graveyard, there are 10 or more cards total.
Yep.
Alright, so you all set there, Abby?
Yeah, I'm good. I can't do anything else.
Alright, so untap, upkeep. So during our upkeep, what do we want to do? Let's think. Is there anything we want out of our graveyard? Not really. We just want to get more stuff in our graveyard, in all honesty. Is there any way we can get more stuff in our graveyard? So we could get back Gardener of Wisdom with our Sime Delver. The only problem is with that, it costs 5 mana to cast, and we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana total, so we'd have to pay due to get it. Then we wouldn't be able to even cast it this turn, so I think we just got to go to our draw step and hope for the best. Ugh, Slumbering Vault. So... yeah, let's play Slumbering Vault. That'll at least get another card into our graveyard. So let's put top card into graveyard. What did we get? I think we just got another land. So, yep. So, we can think twice. So we'll tap this for a blue and tap this for a green. We'll think twice, draw a card. We got Dreamweaver. Okay, Dreamweaver's nice. Alright, so we could cast Dreamweaver Spider here, or we could flashback Think Twice. So if we flashback Think Twice, we get a spider, and this guy's unblockable, and since this guy's unblockable, that means we could attack with it freely, and we'd have a guy to kind of chump the Mr. Grumpy, but he'd still trample over for 4, but that wouldn't kill us, and we'd have a spider to chump this guy. But if we play the Dreamweaver, Abby won't attack with this, but then we won't have anything to block Mr. Grumpy. I mean, we could attack with like all of these, but then that leaves us open to just being attacked by these guys. So what we have to do for attacks, we'll attack with the spider, and I guess we'll offer up the rhino as a sacrifice, and this will let us block the Mr. Grumpy. Yep, Abby makes the quick block, so you're just blocking the rhino there. Yep, they die. You take 1 from the spider, or are you blocking it too?
Yeah, I'll just take 1. Actually, no, I can block with the Fortress Craft.
Yeah, you can block with the Fortress Craft, so you take 0. And yeah, we will pass the turn. Man, that Mr. Grumpy.
So cranky.
I think what we've learned these exhibition matches is Aisha is a very good card, especially when your opponent cannot find a removal spell if their life depended on it.
Exactly.
So, oh no, what is this? 6 mana?
Panic Pigment!
When it enters the battlefield, creatures without flying can't block.
And everything's coming in.
Yep, okay, we're dead. Blah.
Good game.
Good games. Abby and I are shaking hands. You can't see it, but we are.
Yeah.
So those were interesting games. I mean, again, we saw just kind of the power of just being proactive and aggressive rather than trying to be super synergistic. I mean, we did have game 2 where we were very synergistic, and even though we made some mistakes by misreading Delvers and other things, we still managed to come out with our incredible synergies. But if we don't get like our engine set up, then it really feels like we can get behind very quickly. So that's something to keep in mind as we move on to the next thing. So the next things we're going to do is we will do a sealed of this set. So we'll see you then.
See you then.